What's up, Master Builders, and welcome to the Ginty Bricks Wary. And today I want to present you one of my Lego Thomas the Tank Engine project mods that I'm doing for my Ffarquhar layout. And of course, my very first engine that I want to present is, to be honest, there should be no introduction for him, but just in case you don't know, it's Thomas the Tank Engine. Of course, Thomas, you cannot have any layout without him, especially when you're doing the Ffarquhar sheds or the Ffarquhar yards where Thomas is actually his branch line lives on. And throughout the whole few weeks you're going to be seeing all the different engines that I have made and different rolling stocks and different trucks. And I should have a major video of the whole layout after this one. But still though, let me actually present the actual Thomas the Tank Engine himself. But you all might be wondering, have I already done this video already on my channel? The answer is yes, but number one though, the actual light is literally shining in the background of my bedroom. Plus, that model is already being rebuilt to this one, because this is actually 4 studs shorter than my previous mark. So when my last mark was 28 brick long, this one is actually 24 brick long. And when I have it like that, my last one, it was so long, the wheelbase, whenever it goes around curves, it just managed to go around it, just points it's hated. But then one day though, I thought to actually shorten it all down to make the wheelbase look a bit more simpler, and also when I looked online I found out the wheelbase was actually meant to be this long. But the wheelbase is not only the other thing that I wanted to try to shorten down as well. It was the extended tanks and also the tank itself. The extended tank is the one thing that I actually knew from the start that it was going to be too long, because of course if I take away this brick here, I use these inverted plates tile to actually act as the actual sidebar. But of course at the time I did not know how to embed it inside. But then into a few months, or like 1 or 2 months ago, I first thought, or 3 months ago, I thought, why don't I put a tile piece here and lie that on top of there? And it's just like, I decided a few after that actually to do it while doing the wheels and that, so shorten the boiler and the actual tanks down. But that's pretty much the only size comparison that I will actually be changing. But I will show you if nobody didn't see my last one, I'm going to do it again here as well, is the buffer beam is all attached onto actual 2x2 plates. I don't know why it's being fuzzy now. 2x2 plates and also a 2x4 plate. And you've got a typical headlamp here. All the buffers are literally just all the same mostly. Sometimes it's basically just being put into a 2x2 hole. The wheels are literally all from Big Ben bricks most of the time. Most summer engines might actually have official Lego wheels like Daisy, Toby, Mavis, Troubles into Trucks and Ainclower. But Thomas, Percy and quite a few other engines, they are from Big Ben bricks. These are medium size, so the same size as the normal Lego black wheels or red wheels. And also, let's see, I should go ahead and actually show off the boiler as well. Look at that, Thomas is so happy that he's just like Shed 17 kind of version. Anyway, the whole boiler, as the last one you might just seen it's actually 4 blocks each side, but this one's been downgraded to just a center to a I've been blank now, to the 4x4 with hole in it with a round brick and then red lining, and just went away with all that. And of course whistle is all safety valve, It's literally just a jump piece sticked inside with 2 lightsaber pieces in golden, and that's just enough height, enough display or detail to make it look like an actual whistle or safety valve. I don't know which one's which on that part. And then you got a dome here, and a funnel is just a typical of one of the quite normal ones. A tube that with a dish going in, and of course the back of the boiler you've got an actual inverted square block plate again, and that goes into the fire part, so there's enough room to fit it in, just so I can actually guide it in. So actually, since I got it off, I can show you the actual holder that holds up Thomas's smoke box, and also the actual curb is just an arch piece. And inside though, if I show you enough light, there's Thomas's boiler is actually connected to studs on the side construction. You're gonna literally hear me just going to say no surprises there. And also this is an actual empty spot. I don't know if I can show you the light. Yeah, there's a light, just like empty pot, but that inverted 2x2 brick to go inside there for the firebox. But talking about these line bricks over here, you might have noticed on Thomas that there are some brick built lines of red, but some tape versions as well. Yep, because when I was building this, I literally knew from the start that this part, this red line and this red line will be impossible to try and replicate it in bricks. So I knew from the start that I should not really try and attempt to do that if I cannot do it, and might as well just try and do it in tape. So what I did was actually find a little homemade tape that I could buy from one of the arts and crafts shops, and double it up so it looks like an actual colour. You might actually see it from here that it's not the same colour, so you know which one's which. But apart from those 3 lines, and the same on the other side, all it is literally just brick built. Just like the number 1 here. This number 1 is actually just like got triangles to keep it to make that slant of number 1, to be honest. And also you do got the actual, I don't know what I was going for that one. And of course I've forgotten the actual wheel dashers as well. That's got a brick built on it. Talking about brick built, you've got the actual window cab frame as well. Actually, that will lead me to another point. Some people might be wondering, why is the cab a bit too squash? Because if you watch the Thomas TV show, it's literally just the same size as the actual cab and frame. If you looked at the TV, if you look at the actual railway series version, you might find out it's actually the same size. So why have I squashed it? That's because I was basing this part on an actual E2 locomotive that Thomas is actually based off. And some people might just say, if you're doing it by E2 locomotive, why isn't the bottom part actually curved downwards and all that? That question is because that's impossible to try and do that and do the brick built part on the back. And of course, most of Thomas in the future is actually straight on. And to be honest though, I am a little bit mixing it all together, like a little bit of the real life engine, a little bit of the TV series, a little bit of the railway series version, maybe a little bit of Reverend Audrey's model version. So I do got it quite mixed. If you're wondering what that noise in the background is, it's my dog playing around with all the stuff in the garage or shed. But anyway, taking around to the actual the back, of course, all this is brick built, and this is brick built as well. Of course, all this is on studs on side construction, so you've got studs on side construction brick there to put the actual red part that way and that way. And this one is just straight away that way. And of course, the actual bunker is literally these cheese sledge with an actual headlamps are literally just there to make it more smoother out. and also one of these wall pieces that literally, I would take this off and show you the actual wall piece is with an extra plate at the moment, and you can just see how much I actually put just there. And to, of course, Thomas's windows. Just try and make sure the coal do not cover it up. Talking about coal though, the coal is a good technique for anybody who wants to replicate coal. You don't have to do this, but this is the one I have news. As you can see, it's actually a 2x2 round plate circle, and it be stacked on top of each other. And that effect was actually from the Lego Batman movie Clayface attack set. And that's what the technique they used for Clayface. And I thought, when I saw that, damn, that is amazing, I should actually use it as coal. So I literally built it all that out of there. So sometimes Lego set might actually give you some ideas. And last but not least, I want to show you the interior of the actual cab. I think my next one, Percy, I will show you a more better interior because I literally whipped it all out. But anyway, there's as much light as possible. You can just see down here, there's where the golden stud is that is a firebox. And then you've got a regulator here, you've got 2 dials, and also little water gauge, I think they are called. People, please comment down below to tell me what they are. And I don't know if I possibly can show you the back, but you can just see there's an entrance of the actual coal shoveling. Not that so often you're going to see that, so it's not so important, but it was just nice enough to actually put that detail inside. And also, all the characters that I have for Thomas the Tank Engine, like minifigures and all that, are literally most likely based on their personality. So if I got a cheeky engine, I'm going to have somebody who looks cheeky. If this looks like somebody's a bit pompous, like Daisy, I'm going to have somebody look like it's pompous. Or somebody who likes to race really fast, like Bertie, I'm going to have a crazy driver. But anyway, Thomas is one of the very first lot of engines that I will be doing for my Lego Ffarquhar project. And at the moment, I've done all the engines for it and rolling stocks. Just the buildings are left over, like this is meant to be the actual Ffarquhar station. I bet you I'm missing something at the moment, but that's all I actually got to say about Thomas the Tank Engine. And of course, he is already going to be longest video that I'm doing, and that's just reminded me. To be honest, this is already my second take of Thomas, because when I was doing my first take of Thomas, I had literally had my 2 dogs actually having a play fight in the background. So I had to literally stop the video, but I thought, nah, I might as well do it today while doing the other video and actually make it a more in-one-go detail. But anyway, that is Thomas the Tank Engine, and the next one shall be Percy the Small Engine. You're going to see more details in that one of the cab. But until then though, see you soon, and goodbye! Bye!